Howdy, welcome to the Playing with Needles podcast, episode 2. My name is Jen, and I will be your host today and every time I record. If you watched episode 1, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. This is pretty much a podcast about knitting, sewing, cooking, basic crafting, whatever I happen to be interested in this week. So settle in and let me show you what I've been working on. So first, you can find me across social media as Playing with Needles on Instagram and Ravelry. And there's a Ravelry group that you can find by searching Playing with Needles in the groups tab. I also have an Etsy shop. Same thing, Playing with Needles. It makes it really easy to find me. So, anyway, first we'll do whips. I don't have any FOs this week. Then we'll move into some things I want to knit maybe. And then we'll go to shop news and a little of just what's been going on in my life, should you care to stick around and listen to that part. So, first things, new cast on since I recorded last. These are my baseball knitting socks. So, I watch college baseball and I knit during it because it helps us win. It's only weird if it doesn't work. So these are the Yorkville socks by Mina Phillip of the Knitting Expat. And this is from her New York sock collection, which was last year's sock club. And the color is actually hand dyed by my local yarn shop owner. And it is a Texas A&M colorway called Hullabaloo. In her own line, which is Sheep Thrills. And that is a sheep at the wheel right here in Georgetown, Texas. So, love it. But yeah, this is 2 series in a Tuesday game worth of sock knitting. So, whatever. It keeps me out of trouble. The next thing I've been working on are my February socks. And that is the Ravelry pattern, also by Mina Phillip, the Knitting Expat, Knitting Expat Designs, and this is part of one of this year's clubs, which is Wonderlust Sub Club, I think. Anyway, really enjoying this. Both of these are super fast memorizable patterns. I haven't looked at the pattern in since the first day I was knitting on them. The yarn here, let me show it to you on is Heels and Toes are a Hippie of a Valentine's Day by Lolo Did It. And the main body of the sock is Sweetie Pie by Fiber Knit Dye Works. This was last year's Pie of the Every Other Month Club. But I want to say that I saw this year in her shop. Anyway, it's the pie sequence. So, starts here, 3, 1, 4, 1, 7, da da da. Yeah, I'm a nerd, and I like them. So, these are February socks, and they are in my Diana Couture bag that I really like. It's great for doing 2 at a time because you can snap it closed and have one coming out this end and one coming out the other, and so there's a lot less tangling. These, like all my other socks, are knit on size 0s. These are Chiago. I think these are Haya Sharps, but either way they're all size 0, and I was going to look up what that was in metric, and I didn't, so sorry. The thing that I've actually made the most progress on since I last spoke with you is my shawl for my son's wedding, and it has been living in my swag bag from QuiltCon 2015, which was the last QuiltCon I was able to go to. I was a super volunteer for the inaugural one here in Austin, and then just went to the 2015 one as, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I took a few classes, didn't work any hours. Haven't been able to make it to one since. We were hoping to go last year, but with a new baby, that just didn't happen. But they just announced at QuiltCon in Pasadena yesterday that it is coming back to Austin in 2020, and so I will definitely be there. I'm hoping to make it to Nashville next year too, but anyway, tangent aside, I have been working on my quilt for my older son's wedding. And I actually put a stitch marker in it so that I could show y'all where I was. But it is the Marina Shawl by Amber O'Brien. Sorry, it's in black and white. But when we last spoke, it was right here at this little boot marker. And so I finished the lace, and I am starting on the stripe section. It's garter lace, so it's really squishy. It's a little hard to show. But there's the lace pattern. And then there's the stripes. And the yarns that I'm using are both Sweet Sparrow knits. This is Pajama Day. I think this is on her Nuthatch base. It's this lovely cream with light lavenders and lilacs, and every once in a while just a dark pop of this purple. And then the stripes, and then the bottom are also Sweet Sparrow yarns. And I believe this is her Magpie base, but it's her Stellina base. And this color is Blackberry Mousse, and so very similar, but overall it's a light lavender, and then has the same pops of dark. So, and I'm wearing a lavender dress, so this is going to be lovely with it. Anyway, lots of work done on that. I'm at a spot now where I can work on it watching television or whatever, at least until I get to the stripes, until I get to the next lace section. Yeah, that's exciting. I'm having fun with it. It's really nice to add in that second color and see, because, you know, when you first start knitting with it, you're not sure that it's really that much of a contrast, and then you get a row done and you're like, wow, that really is a lot darker. So, and then the other thing that I put any amount of time in is my mom's cardigan, and I completely forgot to put a stitch marker in it, but I am making her the Nautis cardigan, and it is in Northbound Knittings. Ooh, that one's really blue. These are not that different in person. I mean, this one's a little darker, but they're not this much of a difference in person. This one's fading and this one's really being bright. But this is Northbound Knitting in the Enchant colorway. And then the stripes, when they come in, is Twisted Owl Studios in the Bright Lights color. So, I'm going to have to pause here because I hear the toddler awake, and so I'll have to deal with him, and we'll be back. And we're back. Okay. Toddler settled. He's out for a walk with Daddy, so hopefully I can get this finished up so that I can get it started before it's time to start dinner. Anyway, everything got a little wonky it'll work. So, I think we were talking about my mom's cardigan. I showed you both of the yarns. I forgot to put a progress marker in this. I need to go grab one so that I've got one for next time so I can show you. But I did put 8 or 10 rows into it, and they're long rows, y'all. I have no idea what that noise outside is. I don't know if y'all could hear it either. Anyway, great big long rows. So I've done 8 or 10. Hopefully I can get some more work done on this week. And then my last work in progress. Last time I showed y'all the socks that I made for my husband, and I had some extra of that. So in one of my bags, for what I call my romance collection, I don't know, whatever. There were a bunch of really sweet prints. I am working on socks for the toddler. So these are cuffed down. I normally do toe up, but these are going to be tube socks. And I honestly don't remember the pattern. It's one that I found when I was knitting socks for him before he was born, and I memorized. It's just this little spiraling rib. So you just shift every 5 rows. You shift the purls over one, so it makes this spiral. And then, like I said, I'm just going to do them as tube socks and then white toes. So I'll go as far as I can with this. And this is Regia Arnie and Carlos design line in 03657, which is the Summer Nights colorway. Anyway, so he and Daddy will have matching socks when they're done. And again, size 1s, I'm sorry. Size 1s? I never will use size 1s for socks. Size 0, and I'm not sure what brand these are. I bought so many different kinds of sock needles, and really, I don't have a huge preference on any of them. I kind of like them all. But so, didn't work on my night before Christmas socks at all the last few weeks. So, the other thing I worked on is a nice little segue into the shop, because it'll be listed as soon as I finish it off. But did a little cross stitch. Maybe swearing will help. This will be up and listed just as soon as I get it all nicely tucked away and finished off. But so shop news then. There is currently a sale in my shop that goes through the end of February. It is 15% off the entire shop. You do not need a coupon. It's just already there. There are some more bags that are in the romance collection in there. There are still some of the Gone with the Wind bags. There are some Lucy's Summer something line. I knew the name of it when I bought the fabric. It's several years old. It's really cute. It's got like bikinis and stuff on a line and little pennants. And but there are some of those in there in both the drawstring bags and zipper bags. And then there are some St. Patrick's Day bags. So these would be peanuts. They have little white with, so this is the sock size. It easily fits 2 skeins. Just simple drawstring bag. So there are some of these in the shop. And there are some of these metallic shamrocks, the little gold zigzag chevron, and this dark shamrock fabric for the interior. And all of these are included in the sale. So everything in the shop is on sale. And then there are these 4-leaf clover with just kind of this lime green, just a darker green fabric on the inside. And those are all sock size. And then I also have a few shawl size bags in the shop, and just to show the difference in size in these. So there's a good bit of difference in their size. They're longer and wider. You can put about a 3 skein project in these pretty easily. They all have a boxed bottom. So there's this one, and there is then some of these. And I'm not sure how many there are right now. But like I said, the sale on that goes through the end of the day on the 28th, or midnight on the 28th, whenever it is that Etsy switches it off for the month. But those are all in there and they're ready to ship. The cross stitch will be going up. There's a few other cross stitches in there. This quilt, as well as the yellow one from last time, I'm hoping to photograph tomorrow and get up. So they'll both be in there before the end of the day on the 28th, so they'll be available. So other than that, let's see, what have we done in the last couple weeks? We celebrated our anniversary. Alan and I have been married 7 years, and so we went to College Station so that Grammy could watch the little one and go out and have a nice dinner, just us. So it was really nice. We dressed up. Weren't that dressed up? But we dressed up, went out and had a really nice adult-only meal. Those of you who have or have had toddlers will understand how wonderful it is to just be able to feed yourself and not worry about anybody else. He's really good in restaurants, but you know, it's just not the same when you're having to constantly deal with somebody else's food and behavior and try to take care of your own. And it's really nice to get out and just have to worry about yourself. So we did that. For Valentine's Day, we don't ever go out on Valentine's Day. We always cook here. So I made a cake that turned into a trifle because it was kind of one of those comedy bear things. Everything was going great, and then bit by bit things failed. So chopped it all up, threw it all in a bowl, and it was trifle instead, and it was delicious. And Alan made us crawfish etouffee. So it was a really nice night. Very calm around here. We don't do, our anniversary is the 18th, so we don't do Valentine's presents really. He got me a card. I didn't get him anything. So Valentine's Day and our anniversary, we are currently deep in the midst of planning for Malcolm's second birthday party, which is this coming Saturday. We are doing a little blue truck themed party. I'm not going nearly as all out as I did for his first, so finalizing menu and all that stuff right down to the wire instead of, you know, planning it out months and weeks ahead, because that would make too much sense. But it'll all be done by Saturday. He's requested tacos, so we're gonna have pulled pork tacos and chicken tacos for his birthday. I'm saying a lot. I don't want to. Anyway, so that'll be at his Grammy's house in College Station. So, and then we'll stay there a few days. And on the day of his birthday, there is a baseball game. So we're going to go to baseball for his birthday because he loves to watch baseball. So we've been watching the Olympics. Totally got the toddler hooked on curling. He comes down and asks first thing in the morning to watch Olympics, and then wants to watch crowing. And then we'll go get his little broom, and y'all, there's really not much cuter than a toddler walking down the hall with his broom going sweep, 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 sweep. So, and hockey. He's discovered hockey because of the Olympics. So it's been a lot of fun. Thank God for TiVo, because we've got some saved, because he has not understood yet that the Olympics are over and there's not new Olympics to watch every day. But it's been fun watching them with him. Other than that, we have a little bit of wedding planning. I have to find shoes. I ordered the toddler suit yesterday because he will be the ring bearer. And yeah, those of you who are new, my oldest is getting married the end of April. He's 23, and the toddler will be 2 next week. Yeah, whatever. I'm crazy. Who knows? But anyway, toddler will be the ring bearer for his brother's wedding. And so we ordered his suit. I need my shoes. I have to finalize stuff for the rehearsal dinner. And other than that, we are just kind of coasting through. My son now has his dates for graduation and commissioning. So he will commission into the Air Force and then graduate the same afternoon. So what else? House stuff. I think I told y'all we've been looking for a house to move back to Bryan College Station. And we're hoping to go look at the one that I really want on this Friday. And fingers crossed, if everything goes well, we will make an offer this weekend. So I'm pretty excited about that. Be closer to my parents, be really close to my mother-in-law. So it'll be really nice. Much easier to get to baseball and football games and that kind of stuff. So I think that's pretty much it. I thought there was something else I was going to share food-wise, and I don't remember what it was. I can't remember what interesting thing I've done recently. Oh, giveaway. So, when we get to 25 members, I think we're at 5, in the Ravelry group, I'm going to do a giveaway. So, please go watch Ravelry. If you've enjoyed this crazy, rambling nonsense, click the little button down there and subscribe. This time was much longer than I expected, but hopefully going to be back on every 2 weeks from here on out. Anyway, yeah, I hope you have a great 2 weeks till we talk again. Please go join the Ravelry group. Subscribe if you like this nonsense that's going on. And we will talk giveaway next time. Thanks, and have a really, really great week.